Hi, welcome back to Music Chemistry, Chemical Equation, Balancing Lesson number 19. In this problem, we have a combustion reaction because we have a hydrocarbon, which we call non-name, that's C9H20, plus oxygen. Will yield carbon dioxide, or CO2, and dihydrogen monoxide, H2O. Okay, it's water. That's kind of ghetto, but we'll go ahead and go with that. All right, so what we want to do is first we want to clean up these errors here real quickly. Not a big deal. And we're going to go and set up a chemical equation balancing table. That is the easiest and best way to do this kind of problem. So let's go ahead and set up our carbon, our hydrogen, and of course our oxygen. And now we're going to put them in the same order on the product side. Remember, this is the product side. Remember, this is the reactant side of your equation. CHO. Why do we do this? Because we want to keep everything the same way so that when we read the numbers, we can see the patterns repeat a lot easier and you don't have to do a lot of guessing. All right, now let's go ahead and clean up one more time here, and we'll clean up this reactant side and product side there. And now we're going to solve the equation. Our carbon right here has 9 of those. Our hydrogen has 20 to start with. And our oxygen right there has 2. Our carbon right here has 1. Our oxygen has 2, but you got to count this oxygen. So 2 plus 1 is 3. Hey, this is pretty simple. And of course we have 2 hydrogens. All right. So now let's clean this up one more time to make things a little bit cleaner. So I like to keep things clean. It's easier to see and get things done. All right. So first thing I would do is I go after my carbons. So I'm going to put a 9 in there because I can, because it's a coefficient, right? So I put a 9 there, but that changes my oxygen count. So I've got 9 times 2 plus 1 gives me 19 oxygens, okay? And look at our hydrogens. We have 20 hydrogens right there, all right? So we need 20 hydrogens right here. So that means I've got to put a 10 as my coefficient in front of that hydrogen. Hey, that was simple. So that gives me 20 hydrogens. But guess what? That's going to change my oxygen count. 9 times 2 is 18, plus 10 times 1 is 10. So 18 and 10 are going to become 28. So now all I have to do is fix my oxygens because my carbons and hydrogens are the same. To do that, I just put a 14 here in front of my oxygen, and I'll change that to 28 because 14 times 2 is 28. So let's look at this equation right before we say that everything is done to make sure we got everything right. All right, we've got 9 carbons on both sides. We have 20 hydrogens on both sides. We have 28 oxygens on both sides. Guess what? We're balanced. That's pretty simple, huh? So I got a little message from my biology teachers that like to compete with me. All right, and so here we go. Take note, balancing chemical equations is easy as juggling the coefficients. And biologists, it's self-evident that chemistry is the superior science, so stop whining. After decades of searching for the truth, biologists finally discovered, much to their dismay, it's chemistry that fish school for to learn, not biology. If you like this video, give us a like and consider subscribing so we can grow this channel. You guys be snarly, and we'll see you back here at Music Chemistry!